Hey, Shalom, call Allah, Yahweh Bashmel Shah Bashar Hadash, the one of the apostles and elders, bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to brothers and highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing. We have found that number to be delivered. All right. So I'm just gonna, touch on this video real quick. I'm not gonna get into too deep of things. I want to make a couple comments. All right, and I believe this is over in Kenya, and as you see, I'm gonna play the video, but as you see, there's a massive amount of people, and there's the man who's recording. Now it appears he climbed up on one of those towers there, those antenna towers, and he's recording down, upon the people, and he starts panning around a little bit, and listen to what he says.
Government. What the government? Look how people are struggling. People are struggling to have food. Look at people. Okay, let's look at the hold up. Just take a look at the hold up of Plateau State today. No way entrance. No way out. Look at the hold up. Okay, let's look at the outside. If you're trying to go out from Jos City, can you see the hold up? Can you see the cars?
Alright, so let me turn it down here. So, as you see what he's talking about, he's saying people are starving and people are going hungry. So it appears this may be a local market or a local Walmart or something, and the masses are coming to get food, and clearly there's no more food to be got. And as he pans around, you can see the gridlock of the traffic. All right, now this is what's coming to America. People may not believe it, and they may think that these countries all around the world are in shambles, but this place is going to be in the same position, man. And as a matter of fact, this is going to be the going theme throughout the whole world pretty soon. All right. Now, the book of 2nd Ezra comes into mind when I see things like this, that a man shall desire to go into a city and should not be able. All right. Sometimes you say martial law and all this other shit, but it's everything, man. Look at the traffic. Look at the gridlock on the traffic up there. And that's one of the worst things one can do during a crisis like this, is get in a car and think you're going to drive somewhere. All right? Now, that back there ain't going to be clearing up anytime soon. All right? And Esau, what he's done with his scientists and his lab experiments. And as you know, one of the experiments he likes to use, quite frequently, is the experiment with the rats. All right? You put a bunch of rats in a box or a closed area, and in the beginning stages, the rats are just going about their business, bumping into each other, walking around each other, going over each other. But as time goes by and there has been no food provided, what happens? These rats end up turning on one another. All right? And the same thing that's going to happen in scenarios just like this. All right? There's masses of people out there, man. And again, if you notice, they're all congregating around this one building here. So clearly this must be some type of supermarket. All right? And what's going to end up happening? If there's a few people that's coming out of the doors with some food or what have you, some rations, the next person's going to be like, nah, I'm taking that. That's mine. All right? And then, you think about when the scriptures say a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. All right? But these are some of the things that, people got to look forward to. And this is why the scriptures speak about when the sown places become unsown. So right now, this place is unsown right here. This is a classic image of a place being unsown. Every which direction there's traffic, it's backed up, it's jammed up. All right? And there's thousands of people out there. Thousands. And it's just a matter of time before they start turning on one another. So believe in the fact that, these things are strategically set up. Esau knows exactly what he's doing, man. We said this past weekend, as speaking, control the money control the food and the water, and you can control the masses, man. You can control the masses. And this is exactly what's going on. The Lord said there's going to be famines, right? What do you think they're doing out there? The man even said people are hungry. So they're looking for food. They're looking for something, to bring back to their home, to feed their families. But what's going to happen when there's no more food? And then you're going to see the mass, the masses coming against each other, fighting each other, killing each other, robbing each other, and then what happens, the next thing is going to trickle into the surrounding areas. People are going to leave this place because they're going to realize there's nothing there, there's nothing else left there to grab. And now what? It's going to be spilling over into the regular communities, if you will. All right. But there's a shitload of people out there, man, looking for food, looking for something to eat. What do you think is going to happen when that comes to America? And it's coming to America, man. The scripture says, those that look out the windows will be darkened and the doors will be shut in the streets. What do you think that's talking about? These businesses, these stores. As a matter of fact, the brother One, he posted a video talking about the closures, the furtherance of the closures of Walmarts. All right. And again, control the money, control the food, then you're going to be able to control the people. But they're going to let this type of shit go on for a good while before they start trying to bring the solution to the masses. Oh, you want to eat? By the way, take this little device. Put this little device in your hand. We're going to get you back on track. All right? And people are going to be in such dire straits, they're going to just jump right to it. So be ready, man. These times that we're coming into are very serious and dangerous times. And the Lord spake of these things. And this is why we, the hopeful elect, the men of the Lord, the prophets, all right, blowing the trumpet, letting you know, prepare yourself, take heed, take warning. That's a lot of shit going on out there, man. Let me turn it up again so we can hear this guy.
Can you see the hold up? Can you see the cars? What a government! What a government! Look how people are struggling. People are struggling to have food. Look at people. Okay, let's look at the hold up. Just take a look at the hold up of Plateau State today. No way entrance.
No way in,
out.
no way out.
Look at the hold up. Okay, let's look at the outside. If you're trying to go out from
And let me say this too, right?
Can you see the hold up?
The government isn't out there, if you know what I mean. They're not out there. Those who are in control of making the laws and the legislation, and they're not out there. That's like in the desert, when the animals migrate to certain locations, they'll go to where there would be a pond or stream of water. But because of the season, the time of the season, they understand that's where the water would be. But because the water is dried up and it's that heat season, there's no water there. All right. So these people, it's going to be the same scenario. They understand where the food's going to be, but when they get there, there's going to be no food. So they're going to hang around and linger around, thinking that something's going to change, thinking that somebody's going to pull up and say, okay, calm down, people. We're going to back the trucks in. It'll be a few more minutes. No, it's over. When it gets to a point like this, there's going to be bloodshed, man. There's going to be bodies, man. They're on top of the joint. You see? And people are coming from miles around. And if you look back there in the distance, these people are probably like, yeah, we better get over to the store before it's too late. But you know what? Everybody had the same thought. Get to the store before it's too late. Go get some food before they run out. And that's going to be the same thing. you know, with the closing of these Walmarts and these, you know, Kroger's and all these other little, you know, stores that are left, they're gonna starve you out, man. They're gonna starve you out. Alright? So I just want to speak on this real quick. You know, these are things that are coming to America as well. So be ready, be warned, stay prayed up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai, Lord willing. I'll see y'all another one. I say shalom.
Look at people. Okay, let's look at the hold up. Just take a look at the hold up of Plateau State today. No way entrance, no way out. Look at the hold up. Okay, let's look at the outside. If you're trying to go out from Jos City, can you see the hold up? Can you see the cars? What's the government?